All right, thought I'd just do a quick update on the express funded accounts. So this is the last 8 trading days. Last week 687, this week 1125. So all up 1800, bit over 1800 in the last week and a half. So yeah, it's going good. Requested a payout. It's just pending with Topstep at the moment. So I requested 900, which is essentially half of the profit. That works out to be about 1,300 Australian. So that should hopefully come into the account early next week. And I'll put a couple of trades here from the week. There were some nice trades. I'll include those. And the plan for next week, probably not going to do much trading given the time of year. Didn't trade today. But the plan is to set up another express funded account, combine, and I'd like to get that. I'd like to get a couple going just so I can reduce risk a bit more. And I'll try putting together some more strategy related content. There's quite a few things to my strategy, quite a few different topics and things, so I might start putting some of that together while I'm not really going to be trading much over the next week or so, just to sort of show what I look at with the trades. In terms of the stats, not too bad. It's a 65% win rate and basically a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So I'd like to get this up a bit higher. I'd like to get this closer to 1.5 risk to reward. I don't mind if this drops back a little bit to sort of 55% or so. Overall, there's still, a positive expectancy, and it's still good in terms of the equity curve. So you can see the equity curve, that's from the payout. But you can see the equity curve is, very similar to the combine, just a couple of little down days, consistent trading. So, it's working, but realistically, I am leaving quite a bit on the table and I'm getting quite jumpy with the take profits. So I'm going to try and let things run a little bit more and see how that goes. But yeah, I'll drop a couple of trade videos from the week and I'll try and make some more trade related content, like educational content around my strategy, different things I look at, because there's quite a bit to it, but that could be interesting for anyone out there. But also I would suggest, the main reason I'm making these videos is just really for my own trade journaling purposes. I find that I trade much better when I'm actually recording, and I'd recommend anyone that's struggling to figure out how to trade, to journal their trades, I'd highly recommend just filming yourself trading and filming yourself talking through what you're doing in the trade, where you're going to put your stop and why. Because if you verbalize it, it's hard for you to sit there and verbalize doing something stupid, right? Because as soon as you say it, you'll realize you're not doing the right thing by your strategy. So I highly recommend that. I might make a video on tips and tricks on trade journaling in general, things that I've found that have helped me to actually, explore what your edge might be, find a way to look at your trade statistics and work out where you can improve, different things like that. So I'll try and put more stuff out like that. But either way, the whole point of this was to get funded and get a payout. So that's all been done in the last couple of weeks. So it's been a good few weeks trading, and then we'll just see if we can keep building the accounts up, try and get a few more funded accounts, and then take some more payouts. So yeah. Right, so I've taken along here, basically looking for this high to be tested. We had a drop, and then we tried all the way back up into the top edge of this high, and so I got short here, just looking for that high to break. I might even scale up a bit. Now that we're breaking this, I'm going to get my stop below this demand area. So we've got this demand which has been tested, and now we're trying on this demand. So I'll be looking for this demand area to hold, and then hopefully we can get a continuation higher. Once we test up into this high, I'll probably start scaling out a little bit. I've already had a good run up today, so I'm up 340, so this will probably be the last trade if we can just get a break of this high. We had a drop, so this was a Frankfurt Open. We had a drop and we flushed these lows, came back up into the range, and then once we had this imbalance push up, that's where I got long. Had a little pull back to that demand, and now we're trying to test above it. So this is all still looking pretty good. All right, so we're getting a nice push up. I'm going to get
Order filled. Order filled.
quite a bit off there, and I'm just going to look to get to break even. And then I'm just going to look for a pop of that high for that last bit, if we can get it. I'm going to go behind the bar. Okay, I'm going to jam this up in here now. It's had a pretty good move. We'll just see if we can get the pop through, or we get taken out. It's testing the high, so it might come back. All right, that's fine, no problem. You can see on the volume here, we trapped a big order down here, 44. So we continuing down, and price dropped under, and we had this big aggressive selling here. We can see at the bottom of this bar we had 44, and then we immediately shot back up, back above all this volume. So we've got trapped shorts here. So I've just gone long pretty heavy, and I'm looking for these highs now to be broken. Now that that short is trapped, and we're back above this volume node, I'll be looking for this volume node to hold and for price to continue to the upside. You can see here that big aggressive, massive aggressive selling there, which was automatically absorbed by passive orders, and then we had a big rejection to the upside, trapping all of that volume. So look at that huge volume, 532. We had aggressive selling all the way down, and then within this bar we trapped those shorts, and then we had aggressive buying. Now the odds are we're gonna flip and push above all of these highs. If we come up into this high, I'd be looking to get half off, if not go to break even. So I'm going to start looking to get some off as we come up into this high. Risk is going to go below this bar now. I'm actually going to take half off there and risk off. So this is a winning trade regardless, and I'm going to continue to scale out in 2 lots as we push up. So there's the high. I'm going to take a bit more off there. I'm going to put my stop behind this volume node. Just want to make sure this turns into a really good trade because it's got a lot of possibilities to go higher. And I'm going to try and leave some on here. If we can get a break above this high, I'm going to take 2 more off there. And this I'm just going to leave as a trail, all right? So I'm up 300. Recording died there. So just to recap, I got stopped out here at this last lot. Basically took this run up here, up 362 for the day. I've locked myself out. The reason for that is if we have a look at total P&L so far, up 1,800 for the last week and a half or so, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 winning days over 150. So I'm now eligible for a payout. So I've just locked myself out there.